you can ask questions. Ask questions. I'm a wife, a daughter, a mother, a business owner, and a friend. My name is Marie Walker-Riddle, and I have stage 4 breast cancer. Hi everyone. Just wanted to touch base on something that I had heard that resonated with me to some degree. Don't know if you guys are Real Housewives fans out there, but there's a housewife and her name is Yolanda Foster, and she's suffering from Lyme disease. And basically she's been traveling all over trying to look for a cure to help her, right? She has the money. Of course she can. But that's not the point. The point I'm trying to make is what resonated when I heard her speak was that she said she feels or felt that life was just like watching TV and her hands were tied behind her back and she couldn't do anything. I have stage 4 breast cancer, inflammatory breast cancer, and I didn't feel that way, but what resonated was I felt like on one of those merry-go-rounds, you know, that just keeps going and going and going and going and you can't get off. And I really had to, in May, take a break. So Memorial Weekend, I took a break. The break I took was the best thing I could have done, quite honestly. For me, for my family, but more for me, okay? You see, I've been taking chemotherapy for over 1 year and 3 months. And I've been taking it weekly. And at some point, I started to lose pieces of my mind and who I was. I told Christina I wouldn't cry, and I'm not going to cry on this one. I promise I'm not going to cry. I learned something. I learned that, one, I'm strong. I kind of knew that already, but when you're going through cancer and you're taking drugs like steroids, you change. You change. Not for the better. You know, at first I thought, wow, I got all this energy. I can do everything. I can clean my house. I can clean out the cabinets. And that was early, right? Early on, I could do all that. Yeah, I had a high, I guess. Didn't know I was on drugs, really. Didn't think about it because, you know, doctors, what do? They tell you what you need to take and you follow it. Okay? Again, I have a rare aggressive form of cancer. Okay. So I've been taking chemo. Chemo is toxicity. It goes in your body, kills the good and the bad cells that you have. And I found out that after that break, boy, felt kind of good. Better. Because, you see, at some point, probably almost 1 year to the date, I started changing. I was crying. I lost pieces of my memory. I didn't realize I did. I found I shouldn't be driving. I was making irrational decisions. Thank God I didn't hurt anybody, including myself. And that wasn't during chemo, by the way. That was just at a certain point. So I had these things all start to happen. And the one thing that happened that was horrible is I started feeling suicidal. Yeah, not me. If you know me on social media, I'm not suicidal. Trust me. I'm all about hope. And I'm telling you this, focus here. I'm all about hope. I'm all about surviving cancer. But I got depressed. And you know what? I had a friend who I love dearly who said, I talked to someone, and, you know, a psychologist or whomever, and they think you need to be on drugs. Drugs? I'm not going on drugs. I already take drugs. So I posted in my wonderful inflammatory breast cancer group that I did not feel well. I mean, heck, I'm walking to my car 5 times not remembering what I'm doing. That's not me. That's not who I am. I started realizing I needed that break, and I got it. I started basically focusing in on what can I do right now to get better. Well, I jumped off the fear factor a while ago. Okay, so that was important. I also made a decision to reach out to someone, and my group is perfect. And you know what they said? This inflammatory breast cancer group said, "We're here for you. Thank you." And one other person said, "Ask your doctor to cut down your steroids." Okay, so I have lovely infusion nurses, by the way. Infusion means when they, basically inject you. My favorite nurse said, when I asked her, I would really like to cut down on the steroids, she said, "Oh, honey, you can never go off your steroids." Got it. Okay, I can never go off the steroids. I then shared with my doctor how I was feeling, depression, suicidal, those thoughts, okay? Crying, right? I was crying. Well, we can adjust it. We can cut you down to half. Really? Awesome. Felt better and better every single day. So then I asked later on in another meeting, I said to my oncologist, I just wish I could take all the steroids away. I don't want to take them anymore. You know what my oncologist said? Is you can. You don't have to take steroids. So I'm going to tell you right now, I didn't have to take them. So for over a year and 3 months, I'm pissed right now. Sorry, I use that word. I don't swear. If you know anything about me on social media, I don't swear. But in my head, I was swearing. Okay? And the reason is because for all those times, and I'm not going to cry, I'm tearing up, tearing is different. For all those times, I couldn't go on vacation. I couldn't, well, quite honestly, I might as well share with you. I burned food. I'd forget to pick up my son or daughter. I basically lost pieces of my life. And I'll never get that back. That's okay. That's not the point. The point is that you survive, and perhaps you can ask questions of your doctors. Point blank, I asked a question, which is, can I take less of this? Can I go off this? Again, I didn't know I could ask. I thought my doctor would tell me, right? Aren't they doctors? Aren't they supposed to help you through the process and not want you to come through and keep coming in and just assume blindly? I mean, I told her all my symptoms, right? All along I've been emotional when I see her. I've been emotional when I've been in to see them. So the point I'm trying to make is you can ask questions. Ask questions. I'm a living example right now of basically what I'm going through. So asking questions is very important. I hope you share this with someone that you love, a friend, a family member, whomever. Ask questions. Thank you.